for Exodus 32, we have Brazki as the note for verse 17, Mi Duki as the note for verse 19, Ki Debuka as the note for verse 25, and Thamim, or is it Thamis, as the note for verse 31. That little tiny writing is not shaped as well as. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we know not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, Take off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And in the Quranic version and some of the earlier versions of this story, Aaron was not the one that took part in this. And all the people took off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it in a mold, and he made it a molten calf. And they said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it, and Aaron made proclamation and said, Tomorrow is a feast unto God as noun and verb. And they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and to drink, and rose up to play. And God as noun and verb said unto Moses, Go, get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I have commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And God as noun and verb said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now there are some side stories about some caravan leader that kind of led this charge, right? And I forget how you say the word, but it's kind of like Samaritan. And there's the ancient Egyptian form for the term. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation. And Moses besought God as noun and verb, his God, and said, God as noun and verb, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt, with great power, and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, For mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath, and repent of this evil against thy people. Well, evil and negativity aren't the same thing. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saidst unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit forever. And God as noun and verb repented the evil which he thought to do unto his people. And Moses turned and went down from the mount, and the 2 tablets of the testimony were in his hand, and the tables were written on both their sides, and on the one side and on the other they were written. And the tables were the work of God, and the writing was the writing of God, graven upon the tables. And Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted. He said unto Moses, There is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, It is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moses' anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands, and brake them beneath the mount. That's another thing again that later made its way into the story, is the idea that Moses broke the sanctified object, in which, in which things were written. But God could have been using Moses' hand. But anyways, so Hathor is a fertility female entity. So, that's why they're dancing, is they're stirring up desires. And he took the calf which they had made, and burned it in the fire, and ground it into powder, and strewed it upon the water, and made the children of Israel drink of it. And Moses said unto Aaron, What did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, Let not the anger of God as a noun and verb wax hot. Thou knowest the people, that they are set on mischief. 4. They said unto me, Make us gods which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we know not what is become of him. And I said unto them, Whosoever hath any gold, let them take it off. So they gave it me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. And when Moses saw that the people had become unruly, for Aaron had made them unruly for a disgrace among their enemies. It just doesn't make sense for God to call a prophet that you can't look at their example, or can't look at their whole life and say, and say it's a message they agree with. Oh, well, they were a prophet for this, but, the next week they were, not a believer, or something that's, that would create issues in the religious tradition. Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, Who is on God's noun and verb side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi, there's no V sound in that language, Lewi, gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, Thus saith God's noun and verb, God of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Lewi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. For Moses has said, Consecrate yourselves today to God's noun and verb, even every man upon his son and upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. Killing your own family because they're of a different religion. That there's still people in this country that have illegally pulled that off. But honestly, there's far more people that haven't taken part in such actions because they're illegal, and the Bible says to, obey those in charge, basically. But if those in charge allowed it, they'd be murdering people for their faith again, for not being the same religion too. If you see the issues in the Bible and therefore don't believe the whole Bible, I'm not saying that's the okay approach to them. It's certainly not, because why would there be? And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, Ye have sinned a great sin, and now I will go up unto God as a noun and verb. Peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sin. And Moses returned unto God as a noun and verb, and said, O this people have sinned a great sin, and have made them gods of gold. Now, why have they taken things as gods that are of gold, right? Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of thy book, which thou hast written. And God as noun and verb said unto Moses, Whosoever hath sinned against me, him I will blot out of my book. Therefore, go now, and lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, mine angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them. And God as noun and verb plagued the people, because they made the calf which Aaron made. But one of the meanings of asha is commit, deal, displease. So is it that they did something against Aaron that displeased him? Is that preserved in the text? Machnim is a double camp. Machnah is a band, a battle, a company, drove, tents. Those sorts of things. Spear is scratch. Sipper is mark, inscribe, enumerate, or count, commune, declare, reckon. So it's not that God forgets. God just doesn't mark you favorably. Wira ham ki bashish masha lurdat man heher weaker weakhol ham al ahran Yamru Aliu Qom Asha Lanu Alhim Asher Yolku Lepninu Ki Zah Masha Haish Asher Halnu Marts Mitzrim La Yadanu Mahya Lu Wiamer Alham Ahran Perku Nazmi Hazhab Asher Bazni Nashikam Benikam Wabnatikam Wahbyao Ali Wheat Perku Kul Ham At Nazmi Hazhab Asher Bezniham Webiao Al Ahran Wikach Midam Witzer Atu Butchrath We Ashu We Ash Hu Agl Muska We Amru Al-Hik Yishral Asher Haluk Martz Mitzrim Wira Ahran Weben Mizbich lepnu, wikra, ahrin, we amr, chug, lihwa, mature, wishkimu, memchert, we alu, alt, we gshu, shulmin, wishab, ham, lakal, wishtu, wikmu, let's chuk, Weedber, Yahweh al Masha, Luk, Rud, Ki, Shutchut, Amuk, Asher, Halit, Martz, Mitzrim, Mru, Maher, Mun, Hedruk, Asher, Tzwitam, Ashu, Laham, Agl, Muska, Wish, Tahu, Lu, Wiz, Bachu, Lu, We Amru, Alham, Alhink, Yishral, Asher, Haluk, Martz, Mitzrim, We Amr, Yahweh, Al Masha, Reti, At, Ham, Hasa, Wahna, Am, Kasha, Arp, Hua, Wata, Hanicha, Li, Weecher, Api, Baham, Waklam, Wa Asha, Autuk, Lagui, Gadul, Weechel, Masha, At, Pani, Yahweh, Al-Hu, We Amr, Lama, Yahweh, Yitra, Apak, Bamak, Asher, Hutzat, Martz, Mitzrim, Bakach, Gadul, Wambid, Chiska, Lama, Yamru, Mitzrim, Lamer, Bur'ah, Hutzyam, Lahrug, Atum, Bahrim, Wolkultum, Malpani, Hatma, Shub, Machroon, Apak, Wah, Nachum, Al, Hur'ah, Lamak, Zikr, Labraham, Leechchuk, Wol Yishral, Abdik, Asher, Nashbat, Laham, Buk, Witdibber, Alham, Arba, At Zerakim, Kekukabi, Hashmim, Wakal Hearts, Hazat, Asher, Amrati, Atan, Lezrakam, Winchlu, Lalam, Wincham, Yahweh, Al, Hur'ah, Asher, Dibber, Lashut, Lamu, Weepun, Weird, Mashah, Man, Hecher, Washni, Lichet, hatat, bidu, lechet, ketbim, mashni, abriham, mazah, wamzah, hum, ketbim, wa, lechet, masha, alhim, hama, wa, maktab, alhim, wa, Shrut, al, hulchet, wishma, ya, washa, at, kol, ham, bra'ah, we amr al masha, kul, mulchma, bamchana, we amr ein, kol, anut, bura, wen, kol, anut, chlusha, kol, anut, anki, shema, wihi, kasher, gerb, al, hamchana, wira, at, hagel, wamchult, wicher, af, masha, wishluk, nidu, at, hulchet, wishbur, atom, techet, heher, wikach, at, hagel, asher, ashu, wishruf, bash, with, hun, ad, asher, ruk, weezer, al, pani, hamim, wishuk, at, bani, yashra, we emer, masha, al, ahran, ma'asha, luk, ham, hazah, ki, habat, al, yu, chatha, Bidla, we amr, ahran, al, yitcher, af, atni, atta, yadat, at, ham, ki, bra, huwa, we amru, li, asha, lanu, alhim, asher, yolku, lepninu, ki, zah, masha, heish, asher, halnu, marts, matsrim, la, yadanu, ma, hyalu, wamer, lahm, lami, zahab, hat, perku, wheatnu, li, wash, lukhu, bash, wheatza, hagel, hazah, wira, mashah, at ham, ki, pra, wa, ki, pra, ahran. Lush, bitza, buk, miham, we, ahmed, mashah, bashar, hum, chana, we, amr, mi, lihwa, ali, we, aspu, aliu, kul, bani, lui, we, amr, laham, ka, amr, yahwa, alhi, yishral, shimu, ish, cherbu, al, yurku, abru, wash, ubu, mash'ar, lash'ar, bamchana, wahragu, ish, at, achu, wish, at, rahu, wish, at, qarbu, we, ashu, bani, lui, kadbur, masha, weepel, man, ham, pium, hehwa, kash, Lushat Alpi Aish We Amr Masha Malau Yirkum Hum Lihwa Ki Aish Babnu Wab Hu Wal Tat Al Yakum Hum Burku We He Mem Chert We Amr Masha Al Ham Atum Chathatum Chatha Bitlah Wata Allah Al Yahwa Auli Akprah Bad Chathatum Wishab Masha Al Yahwa We Amr Anna Chatha Ham Hazah Chatha Gudlah We Ashu Laham Al-Hi Zahab Wata Tasha Chathatam Wam Ain Machni Na Mas Perk Asher Kitbat We Amr Yahweh Al-Masha Mi Asher Chathali Chanu Maspri Wata Luk Nacha At Ham Al Asher Debrati Luk Hana Malaki Yulk Lepnik Wabum Pakti Wap Qadti Alham Chathatum Wigaf Yahwa At Ham Al Asher Ashu At Hagel Asher Asha Ahran Kek Wagbi Kakubbi very often when there's reference to the stars in heaven, there's something more about it. This doesn't quite seem to be, because there's, it's just saying you're going to have offspring like the stars of heaven, which, 26,000, I forget the number, that's visible with the naked eye. Of course, there's some difference, like they would look at the Pleiades, and how many do you see? And that would be the strength of your vision. Did you see 10? I saw 11 at one time. Some people see a couple dozen. There's actually hundreds, but you can't see that with the naked eye. I don't think anybody's ever seen more than like 25 or something. And some Native American tribes would do the same. So in Africa and in the Americas,